Boom. Okay, another day. Walked Watson, good stuff. Woke up and it was very hard to wake up. Time zone transition, staying up late is not an enjoyable thing. The first thing that I woke up, I get upstairs, I drink hot water because that's one of the things like that wakes you up really fast. But one of the byproducts of that is that it dilates your blood vessels. And so for some reason, my right nostril was like super stuffed up. I thought it was just, when you're waking up. Turns out like I had sort of like a bloody nose or something. And it had sorted itself out while I was asleep. But when I drank the hot water, the dilation of the blood vessels caused me to just get a bloody nose. And it was so weird because normally you get a bloody nose is when you get punched in the face or you're like messing with your nose. But this time, I just drank hot water and then just blood started pouring out. It was really weird. And 5 minutes later, I had to hop on a Slack huddle. And then that wasn't even working. And basically, Slack huddle happens, and I learned that the video editing thing I was doing, which was making a decent amount of money, is like, okay, we don't actually need you. And I was surprised I actually wasn't like that sad or hurt about it. I was like, okay, yeah, if you don't need me, like, it doesn't make sense to pay me. And so I got excited because suddenly I have financial pressure to go start making these other businesses push P, And so an exciting way to start the day. I made a mistake. I ate a ton of cacao again. I don't know what it is, but just like it tastes so good, and the caffeine feeling I like, and I also don't like at the same time. Like I like it at first, but then it starts getting like lasts too long, get a little too jittery. And going to the gym now was I think a good morning overall. I still need to post yesterday's video. I'm surprised I'm functioning this well given how late I stayed up, because I stayed up like 12 o'clock last night, Utah time, and I'm still like sort of on Pittsburgh time. So that's the equivalent of 2 a.m. And 2 a.m. is not an optimal time to be awake. So I've set a goal. I want to go to bed 9:30 every night, get off all devices by at least 9 o'clock. Not because of the blue light, because you see me with those red light glasses. That's a good way to reduce blue light releasing, or I'm not sure exactly how this works, but to my understanding, it releases dopamine in your eye, which is strange because that's typically associated with positive emotions and stuff like that, the feel-good hormone. But in the eye, it just acts as a inhibitor of melatonin production, and so it tells you to not go to sleep. So that's one reason why you should stay off devices. But I got those red light glasses that blocks all the blue light, all the green light. It's really because the stress that scrolling feeds, certain things you do, almost everything on your phone has a low-level norepinephrine effect, adrenaline. To my understanding, adrenaline is when the hormone is inside your body, and it's called epinephrine when it's inside your brain, because it doesn't actually pass the blood-brain barrier, and so they get different names, even though it's the same compound. Reacts the same. So low-level stress, your parasympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic, I don't know the Latin or Greek, whatever, but it basically is the subconscious system that's running your body. And so if that's like stressed out, you can't sleep. Adrenaline is also an inhibitor of sleep, which makes sense evolutionarily. If we're getting attacked by a lion, it's not an optimal time to take a nap. So I think your body reacts in a similar way when you are scrolling feeds, but on a low level system, of course. It's not going to be like a dramatic wake up effect, but it's enough, and also it's over a long enough period of time, an elevated level of cortisol and adrenaline, norepinephrine, more epinephrine, I imagine, because it's in your head, just gets low quality sleep. And so that's my tangent on why, getting off the device is not just about blue light reduction, but is also about stress reduction. So reaching into a more relaxed state permits a higher quality level of sleep. And so the next 2 weeks, that's the goal. And I want to see the effects aesthetically, emotionally, and in terms of productivity. I think that will help things drastically. So that is the news for the morning. Financial pressure exerts force to move forward and be more productive. Sleep goals to accentuate those abilities to work hard, be happy, and look good. And I don't think I need a third goal right now. Just Stick with it. Keep listening to good songs. The new, gosh, I just discovered this last night. That Bully, the Kanye album that didn't get released, is actually unfathomably good. Like, I love it. It's probably one of my favorite album of his, at least right now. So that's the update for right now. 5 minutes, dang, I actually had things to say today. So compared to yesterday's video, if you get the chance, check out yesterday's video. I was like brain dead, except for when I was saying about Sean, that was fun. But when it comes to traveling, it just ceases one's ability to function as a person, as a human, because you're not moving. It's all in your head, and I think it's a symbiotic relationship between the physical movements and neural capacity to function. And so sitting down on a plane for 4 hours straight, and then you get out of the airport, and then you do like walk around a little bit, and then you go sit down on another plane, you sit down on a train, you sit down on another train. It's not fun, let alone it being super late at night. So that's it for this little intro. I'm gonna get a good pump in today. It's chest day. Once again, I've learned that gym stuff is good, and I've been really working on like getting bigger and hanging out with some of these like bodybuilder guys over the past week. I realized basically what I'm saying. I noticed that I want to have more function over size, but still the function needs to line up with aesthetics. Because I think that's one of the major reasons me going to the gym is to look better, feel better, and function better. And I think that's probably the order, because you need to feel good in order to have positive associations with health. Because if health requires suffering, well, obviously, yes, it requires suffering. Everything is suffering. But if it requires suffering with no end goal, no purpose behind the suffering, it's no reason to voluntarily submit yourself to that. And so if you actually have reasons lined up for the suffering is now justifiable and can be enjoyable. So that's your tidbit of Viktor Frankl in the gym. I'm gonna go get this pump, and I'm gonna aim more for utility today, because I started watching some calisthenic reels and they look fun. Like, I feel like that's the whole point of things, is play. So I want to be able to do cool tricks, and it'll be hard, but it'll pay off because you get a whole line of benefits along the way. So I'm going to the gym. Okay, there's no one in here, so quick flex. I can't even do this one-handed, so it doesn't work.